Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Aurogiri. And today I'd like to take maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes to talk about the new weapons and magatamas that have been recently released on JP and PC. So if you haven't heard, these weapons, I don't know their names specifically, I've seen pictures of them. If you've seen like the supposed changing weapon that comes with the new mount, Oguchi, these are a green and brown reskin of those weapons, and I personally think it looks a lot better. If you've seen them, if not, you could look them up on the Cyberset page for PC. It's in their most recent update. So these new weapons, I've looked into them a little bit. It's mostly word of mouth and stuff. Hey Setsuna, hey Grapes, how you guys doing? So these new weapons, just to touch on the new weapon, like the silvery blue one that you're seeing a lot now online, the one that comes with Oguchi, the new mount. I don't even know if it comes with them, but it is related in the same update. That weapon is not actually a weapon, it's just a skin. I'm not sure on how the full utility of it works, but I've seen it in action on JP PS4, because JP PS4 has it, which is incredible. And what that one is it's just a skin. It's not a full weapon, it's just a skin. Like I've seen players, and JP PC has Blitz working too, or JP PS4 has Blitz working fine too, so hopefully they can get it working for us as well. Nothing yet? Damn, Grapes, you just gotta keep at it, man. It's a struggle. But, yeah, what it is a skin. So let's say some players might take their other side weapon, which they'll use for the stats. But I know some people don't really like the other side's appearance. Some people are like, oh, it's really good, but I don't like how it looks compared to other things. Like it doesn't have an aura and all that stuff. Well, some people just slap on that new weapon skin and they use it. But to me, it's kind of a waste of a whole weapon design if it's just a skin. Like I'd rather them implement some kind of accessory for I'd rather them implement like weapon accessories, to be honest. Sort of like you could put the cross lightning on your weapon, or you could like take the element of like a gargoyle, like Nova, Rhyme, Storm, Day 10 Ryu, something like that. Like let's say you have to get the weapon, get it to 100 to unlock an accessory for it, and you can like put a copy of that weapon's aura on another weapon. Would be really awesome for like Nadir, because Nadir on itself isn't as good as the other dark weapons, but the aura looks sick. So if I could take like the Nadir aura and put it on my other side, that'd be amazing. I'd be totally down for that. I think that's a much better use of weapon design and R&D and Cybercep's time to actually just make a bunch of accessories. Don't make anything new, just let us have it. Don't put some whole new thing in and just have it be an accessory. It's kind of lame. I'd rather them make a new weapon. And eventually they did, and what they did was they took the designs for those weapon skins, and they reskinned those into these new weapons. And there's going to be new wardings and a whole bunch of stuff. So that's what I'm here to talk about. So, like I said, they are green and brown. They look pretty sick. To me, they look like a weapon that, like, I don't even know what... to me, they look like a royal weapon, to be honest, like a royal mythical weapon of some kind. I don't think they have auras or anything like that, but basically, they're what we've wanted. They are going to be a 125 weapon. They're probably going to just going to have an incredible attack, just regardless of level, because that's what Cyberset is these days. And they're going to be like the Nadir Ogi on the other side. That'd be beautiful. Yeah. But these new weapons, they are on par with the Blitz Tiamat weapons, the White Brilliance and the Raid, in terms of them having 2 damage multipliers. They are level 115. They are... not 115, I'm sorry. They're level 125. 2 damage multipliers. A bunch of effects on them. They are a wind and mountain weapon. So, Super Gakuho. And that's got me excited, because the longest time I always thought, one of these days I'm just going to go craft a Supreme and I'm going to, you know, make it for wind and mountain, because we have nothing for wind and mountain, and I've been using a Zenith for 2 years now. Like, come on. But these things are on the way. So that's something to very much look forward to. Very much. Makami event is not all it's choked up to be. Sure, some of the mags are nice, but the drop rates for items not good? Oh, okay. It's Oguchi Makami, right? That's what it's called? Okay, yeah. Because I just remembered Oguchi, but yeah. Yeah, that's the event we're talking about. It's like a part 2 to it or something. And yeah, so I do have the details on what it's going to take to make the mags. But as for the weapons, I don't have the full list. I think you need one of the mags to make the weapons. But I'm going to relay some of that information to you guys now. So the mags, there are 4 of them. I love that version. So the mags, there are 4 of them. There is the Snow Magatama. There is the Shaved Ice Magatama. Glistering. What is this? Glistering? Glistering. I've heard of glistening, but never glistering. Glistering Sword Magatama and Frozen Hell Magatama. And these mags are ice-based, and they are related to the, what's his name? Hail Tiamat? Hail Tiamat mags. And Hail Tiamat drops. They're all related to that. Yeah, I believe it. I believe the RNG's been bad in this game for up until a certain update. RNG just sucked dick. Like, when the phone rings when you're doing a video, that's when RNG really sucks. But aside from that, RNG really sucks. Ever since what's her name came, big titties, she's Spear, and she's Maida Toshi. Ever since she came, RNG hasn't been as good, in my opinion. So these 4 mags, what they're gonna take is Aidama. Like the first one's pretty basic. Tier 1 Snow Magatama. It's Aidama, like 50 Aidama, 50 Ice Stones, 50 Light Stones, 50 Tentacles, which is kind of a lot, and it's kind of annoying. That's just your basic Tiamat drop, so you're going to have to run a lot of Tiamat, or you're going to have to run a lot of North Mag Farm, or the other mag that's in the Spider Dungeon. I can't remember what it's called, but it drops a lot there. Those mags, you can break them down, and by Spider, I mean Boob Spider. And, you know, you can break down the North Mag and the other mag that drops there. Forgive me, I don't remember its name. And they should break down into Tentacle a lot. Not the Frozen Hell Mag. You get it from running Forest 50 times? The Forest? Really? So is there one you just get and then there's another one you craft or something? Because this is... What I have is like what it takes to craft that item. And you're saying you just gotta run the forest 40 times. Is that 50 times? Is that like an event or something? Like, is that like an achievement? I'm not sure. Okay. So it's like an Oni kind of thing. Okay. So I'm guessing there has to be 2 ways to do about it. Okay, cool, thanks. Thanks for that input. So tier 2, Shaved Ice, is you need the Snow Mag, and you're going to need an Ice Flurry and a Raging Wind Magatama, and we know where those come from. I've been breaking them down for years. They come from good old Hail Tiamat. Is it Hail Tiamat? I don't think it's Hail Tiamat, because it's not Tiamat. His name is Typhoon. I'm sorry I said Tiamat, because it's Glaciers Typhoon. That's it. I was going to mix up. I'm out of my element. I haven't done videos in a while. But Glaciers. We're going to call them Glaciers. So these 2 Glaciers mags, then you're going to need another 100 Aidama, 100 Ice Stones, 100 Light Stones, 20 more Tentacles, 30 Fruits of Transience. Like I said, you break down North mags and the other mags in Oshu, you're going to get a bunch of this stuff. Don't you worry about it. You could even run like the cat and get all those mags. Like the one you need to make 105s, like Gasson, Thoroughwort, Scorpion, Cockatoo, all those mags break down, and they should be a good source of Fruited Transients and Tentacles, for sure. And then at this point, they're going to add 30 Winds of Rage to the recipes. Hey, Cameron, welcome back, man. Welcome back, been a while. So they're going to add 30 Winds of Rage. If you've ever run Glacies a lot trying to get Hellhorns, you know Winds of Rage are not hard to get. It's just going to be a big energy consumption thing. So hopefully you haven't, you know, just gotten rid of them. Because I used to call them Farts of Rage because it was useless. It had no purpose in the whole game. But I just stockpiled a bit of them, I think. I might have got rid of them. I don't know. That's what I'm talking about, Gumbar. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the mags we need to make that weapon. So, yeah, so they add Wind of Rage to the equation and 5 Hellhorns for tier 2. So 5 Hellhorns, 30 Winds of Rage, 30 Fruits of Transience, and 20 Tentacles. Ah, well, I'm glad to have you back. Tier 3 is going to take the Shaved Ice mag you just made, the Frozen Sky, and the Stormy Sky, both from Glacies. On Reward Up, you'll have no problem to get those on Thursdays, aka today. So, you know, by the time we get that, you'll have at least one of those, I guarantee it, if you're running Glacies every week. Then it's going to take another 200 Adama, 200 Ice Stones, 200 Light Stones, 50 more Winds of Rage, so we're at about 70 Winds of Rage right now, 80 Winds of Rage, 15 goddamn Hellhorns. So if you haven't been doing the Gawain event, like the current event that we have on PS4 right now, and trading in your Natos for her shop, like, because I know a lot of people that just do that on a lot of characters, and they've amassed a lot of Hellhorns and stuff. I have a lot of Hellhorns myself. Like, I was like, what do I do with these? I don't need these. I have more than I'll ever need in my life. Well, slap that idea in the face, you're going to need more. So Hellhorns are now going to be like, goddamn, like, dime a dozen. Like, hold on to them. And then it's going to start taking 15 pure white plumes. So that's Satan, or Lucifer. And we know how the struggle with plumes is already for those trying to amass 160 or 180 plumes for the 2 team-out weapons. Well, now you're going to need another 15 more plumes. So, you know, it's not that bad, but something to keep in mind. The whole reason I'm doing this video is so that we know what's coming in ahead. So if you just log in one day and you're like, I have nothing to do, well, you know, there's something in the future to farm for. So that's what I'm doing here. So lastly, we have the Frozen Hell Magatama, and what it needs is the Glistering Sword Mag, which we just talked about. Then it's going to need another Frozen Sky, another Stormy Sky, another Ice Flurry, and another Raging Wind. I don't know the name. I don't know the name of the weapon, I'm sorry. I know there's one for every class, but I don't know its name. I can't look it up on the wiki. On the wiki, you can find like these mags, like Snow and Shaved Ice, but they're in red text. They don't have links yet. They're just there, like they exist, but you can't do anything with them. I won't know more until I find out more personally. You can post the info of the mags in the Discord. Oh, that'd be great, yeah. I have some pictures here, so. But yeah, that'd be great if you want to, for sure. So then, apart from all the mags that you've made just now, or up to this point, you're going to need the 4 Glacies mags again, 500 more Idama, 900 Ice Stones, 900 Light Stones, 250 Winds of Rage, 20 Hellhorns, and 3 Falling Crosses. So if we put this all together, Idama, you have 50, 100, 150 Idama, 350 Idama. It's going to take about 850 Idama. So you might want to set that aside, throw it in your bazaar, whatever. Hold on to as much Idama as you want up until this point. I've been doing that, running daily, every day, every other day pretty much. Because right now, our dungeons are at a low energy cost because of a glitch of an event. They're still there. Start getting your Idama, boys. Get that Idama. Don't let that energy slip out of your fingers. Use it. So then it's Ice Stones. Ice Stone and Light Stone is going to be the same amount, so I'm just going to see this number once. So it's another 50, 150. It's about the same. 50, 150, so 150, 350, and then they're going to add 900 at the end. So it's even more than the Idama. But Ice Stones aren't that bad, because you can just farm Mongoku mags, and you'll get a billion Ice Stones. Don't worry about that. The one you're going to have to worry about is Light Stones on Sunday. I believe that's a daily search day. Is Sunday. Should be a big day for daily search. Apart from that, you would want to... You can make and break Komo Kazuchi mags. That takes a while, but it's doable. If you needed ice stones, that's what you can do, or light stones, that's what you could do. But their number is going to be 400 than the Idama, so it's about 1,300 ice and light stones. So keep that in mind. Don't chuck them away for points. You store them up. You hit 999 in storage, you put 99 in your bazaar. You put another 99 in your bazaar. You don't sell them, you put them for an outrageous price so no one buys them, but it's secondary storage, so you can do that. Keep that stuff going. And then the Winds of Rage, that totals up to about 330 Winds of Rage. So that's a lot of glacies. So run a lot of glacies on Thursday, reward update, for sure. Hellhorns, it's going to be about 40 Hellhorns for this mag. The weapon might even take more stuff. I don't really have the details on the weapon, just so much that it takes the mag. But that's 40 Hellhorns to this mag. Like this is like the horse mags if it was for glacies. Like it is the true glacies mag. The mag itself, and then it's going to take 3 Hellhorn or 3 Fallon Crasses and 15 plumes in addition. So the mag itself at the end, let me just zoom in here on what it does. So this mag is a level 120 mag, or is it? Is it 120? No, it's not. This mag is a level 128 mag. So we're talking Tempest level criteria. At grade 50, 6,500 defense. So this is like, this ain't your mom's knowledge mag. This thing's big. So that's it comes out at random grades apparently, unless it's always 50. I'm not sure. But 6,500 defense is fucking huge. Friggin' huge. So this mag, and this mag has 48 chakra cost. 48. It's not like the other mags that are like 55, 54. They've actually lowered other mags' chakra cost because of this mag. I heard from my friend that I think they lowered the horse mags down to like under 50. So I don't know the details on all the things, but Cybercep's actually doing some balancing with chakra costs because they're introducing a big power creep mag right here, and it's gonna make other mags look undesirable. And they're like, oh shit, if the horse mags are bad, then no one's gonna go and spend $50 worth of energy getting this mag one weekend. It's not gonna happen. They can't let that happen, so they have to make balances to make it more accessible. In my opinion, that's why I think they would do it, and I'm glad they are. Because a lot of mags are good, but because of the meta, no one's going to use anything that's going to take more than 55 chakra times 3. Because a Tempest is Tempest and a Tempest, plus a Sparrow is a full build. You can't release things with more chakra than that, because they're just going to defect the Tempest. It's like, you know, they have the best, why would they need that? You know, they gotta spice up the recipe. You know, give it that old Mario meatball. You know, let's go. So what this mag does, 120 rank 5 skill force. If you are level 30 or 130 or more, you will gain 60 extra skill force. So 180 blanket skill force if you are 130. That's pretty good. Very good, actually. 80 ice and 60 holy. So it's going to be 80 ice and 60 holy, which is awesome. It's like basically our first real holy mag that isn't Nian Koropon exclusive. In my opinion, I have no interest in Nian mags. I think they're all cool, but it's RNG based. I don't have much interest in those. So naturally, it's going to be negative 60 fire and negative 60 mountain. So ice holy. It's going to be pretty cool. Ice holy mag. It's got 60 crit force, 25 cooldown cut, and a whopping 65% durability consumption. So if you were to compare that to a knowledge mag, knowledge is like what, 30, mastery is 40, and Celio is 80? Yeah, so it's about 15% less durability than Celio. It has 3 ornamentation slots, 48 chakra. So 48 chakra, what can you do? Can you do faded 3 times? Are we going back to a crit meta? Maybe, but the durability is kind of crazy. The weapons are 125 Alterus. They are 125s at their final form. They're 125s. So the mag's actually a higher level requirement. I think the weapon has like if 130 you get bonus stuff, but I can't remember. I'm not gonna just, you know, throw out false promises. All I know is that they are wind mountain weapons with dual damage modifiers, so a wind one and an earth one. I think they had defense on them. I'm not sure, but yeah. Level wise, there won't be nothing like that. Your energy is better used on other things, but I mean on the weekend it's kind of different. So, are these mags good? Hell yeah, it's really good. But they are nothing more than cosmetics you place on another weapon. Well, those weapons are, yeah. Like the white one, yeah, those ones are skins. But I'm talking about the wind mountain ones that are actual weapons. Because they're not skins. The green and brown colored ones, those are actual weapons. The one that comes with Oguchi, the white one, that's just a skin. Like that's why I didn't talk about the skin, because it was just a skin. But these ones are actual weapons that take mags to make. Like it's gonna take that frozen hell mag to make. Yeah. So that's that there. So basically it's a good mag. 180 skill force, 80 ice, 60 holy. Fantastic. That means another way to use bright homing, a way to use, ice blossom and stuff. It's pretty good for me actually, because I have negative ice, so it's a good ice alternative for myself. That said, it's pretty good. In case you're curious, like what the tier 3 of this mag is, if you wanted to use it, because I have the details for the tier 3 of it, which is the glistering sword mag. It's a level 120 requirement, 45 chakra, so 3 less than the other guy. The same defense actually as the other mag, or more defense than the physical defense, whatever. 3 slots. It's 120 skill force, and it'll still give you an extra 30, another 60 skill force if you're 130. It's 10 less crit force, 5 less cooldown, 20 less ice, 20 less holy, and 20 less durability cost than the big final bad boy. So the tier 3 form is usable as well. But tier 4 is like all the way. Yeah. I'd say they're very similar to horse mags, but they're like better. Yeah. Like I made one of the horse mags, and like I was saying earlier, the horse mag is gonna receive a buff. That's what I heard, was the horse mag is gonna receive a buff. I don't know if they're gonna reduce the recipe reduction or anything like that. I'm not sure. I think, is it lightning scorched? Scorched? I'm not sure. I think it is lightning scorched. I believe so. Yeah, lightning scorched 56 chakra. Yeah, that's the one. It just threw me off that it was minimum level 120. I was surprised by that. It should be the same crafting thing. But yeah, they lowered the chakra cost for them. Like they brought it down to, what would that be, 45? Yeah, 45. They had to, because it would have eclipsed it eternally. Because this is a lightning, what is this thing? Lightning and ice? Yeah. This is a lightning and ice mag. They can't have this ice mag with 40 ice on it be more chakra than a mag with 60 ice on it. They can't do that. I mean, they could, but it wouldn't be like ethical to some degree, for sure. So yeah, so if we're looking at a 48 chakra mag, what could you do with it with 3 ornamentation slots? If you did triple faded, let's say, you're going to 50, you're going to 52, you're going to 54. 54 is beautiful. It is beautiful. That is, if you did not mind the durability reduction, like you're going to be on your mount or your vanguard anyway for most of the battle, if you're at this point anyway, for the most part, if durability does not concern you to that extent, you could rock 3 of these like they were fused. Like a double ornamented, like double faded fused would fit one of these triple ornamented. Like it's kind of crazy in that regard. And at that point you could wear 54, 54, 54, and then you have like, 3 extra chakra over 3 Tempest and a Sparrow. So you'd be looking at Math is hard. Well, 3 extra chakras, so... like a 7 chakra at the end? So 7 chakra at the end is really good. Like, really good. Because if you have 4 left after 3 tempests, then 7 chakra at the end. So 3 mags, all ornamented, double faded, let's just say. And then you have 7 chakra left. That is something. I mean, can a Sparrow take Crimson Mastery? Is Crimson Mastery good? Is Crimson Mastery better than a double ice Sparrow? Find out next time when I go talk to Kage. like they're good mags for sure. And I think you'd want to use them for Holy and Ice. And at the same time, these mags are going to appeal to a lot of people that are in the knowledge mag meta, because people with knowledge mags can pretty much do everything in the game, but they're going to struggle at some parts when they have to fight holy enemies. Like, it's possible to do Lucifer with knowledges, absolutely. It just becomes a battle of 2 glass cannons. Like, if you hurt him, you're doing a lot of damage. If he hurts you, you're getting beat up, but the defense is so high that it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so let's just talk to Kage right now. Let's see what we could possibly do with 7 chakra on a Sparrow. Let's just see. What options does that open up to us? These are Wind Mastery mags. What are these? How would I search for Sparrow? Name, I guess. I guess. I've heard that argument before, that Crimson Mastery, like, you could put Crimson Mastery on knowledges to take away the Dura, but in my opinion, I find it very counterintuitive, because it's like, to me, it's like, okay, there's durability, and the only way I could really justify Crimson Mastery for that purpose on a mag, or including mags like that, would be if you don't have a Vanguard. Because if you didn't have a Vanguard and using these mags, your weapons are all broke. Like, everything's gonna break. Like, trust me, I've been using Celios in the AUG event. My weapons break. Like, I've had Water Dragon take like 150 Dura. Like, my Class and Blade is like 600, 300, something crazy. It's something ridiculous. Something friggin' ridiculous. But, like, I get the mentality for thinking Crimson Mystery in conjunction with mags like that. I just find you live with that durability and you just go for more damage to get more out of that Dura. I don't know. How did I get a grade 50 Sparrow? What is this? I don't know if it goes that high. It goes to 8 Dragon Kings. Yeah, Kite would make a lot more sense. Yeah, because it's way up there. Yeah. It doesn't go that high. What even is Camp of the 8 Dragon Kings? What the hell is this? It's garbage, never mind. Hey, Single, how you doing? Yeah, I'm still playing Hersey. More or less than usual, but I'm still around. So on the Sparrow, I mean we don't have any real new stuff right now, but I'm talking about new stuff like in like a year. Yeah, there is Yggdrasil's Chosen. You could try to do that if you wanted to, but that's mostly just skill force, and I don't think skill force is going to matter that much. And why skill force? That just reminded me. These mags are universal skill force. They're not specific to one class. These mags are going to let you actually use all your holy and all your ice at the same time. Like with these mags, let's say for example, for those who've watched my run of Oni Satan, you'll know that all I pretty much use is Spirit Blast, Spirit Blast, Spirit Blast, Spirit Blast, Spirit Blast, Spirit Blast, and that's all I really did. It's not the fastest run anymore, but at the time it was. And like, imagine you're sitting there with White Brilliance, Spirit Blast, Sublime, and you're doing Oni Satan, and he rolls away. You bring out your friggin' Elsin wand, and you just start chucking Bright Homings at him from a distance. Like, oh god, like we've never had Holy as a universal before. Like, apart from... No, I think this is pretty much the first time that Holy's gonna be like a universal element. So that means Spirit Blast, Visual Hall, Bright Homing, Fall... Was it Holy Empty Sky Slash? That's it. Odachi, Enma Slash. Like, all those Holy moves are now going to be on a spectrum where you're going to have... If you made 3 of these mags, mind you, it would take a long-ass time. If you did, you'd be sitting at 120 Holy. Your weapon's going to give you like 50, 60, 70 Holy. I can't remember what White Brilliance gives. But you're at near 200 Holy. And then you could have a double Holy Sparrow. You'd be at like 220 plus Holy. And you could just go in and just bitch slap some Oni Satan. Like, or whatever you want to fight. Like, it's pretty good. It sounds really good. It sounds great, actually. Even more so if on those mags you roll Fated and you get the Vanguards too. Are they adding more Holy moves? Not to my knowledge. I haven't added new moves since Zunko, so not to my knowledge. But you're right, the Vanguards as well. Lancelot, Gawain, Sanzo, Miyamoto as well has Holy. Valkyrie as well, although if you're not damage camped with Rocket and Spear already, I don't know. It'd be really sick if these mags have damage multipliers on them, but they don't, sadly. I think there is those Holy mags that came out in the Toshi event, but I don't think they're as grand as these ones, just to clarify. But yeah, Lancelot, holy shit, dude. Friggin' Holy mode, fucking over. But even then, if on these mags you roll some Fated and you start to rack up some Slice, like let's say you get 2 rolls of Slice per mag, right? So that's, let's say 20 Slice per mag. That's 60 Slice. Your Spirit Blast Sublime is going ham because that's 50-50 Holy Slice. Like Icicle Blossom, that's Slice. You're gonna do great with Ice Blossom. It's gonna be good. Like Waterbound Blade's gonna be Ice and Water. Like, or not Ice and Water. Fuck. Ice and Slice. Like Misty Massacre. Misty Massacre too. Well, not Misty Massacre. Icicle Spear Dance. I'm trying to think of the move. Sword has 2 ice moves. They're both gonna be busted by it, basically. But yeah, Vanguards, Holy, Venus as well. Venus. Siegfried's finally going to be good. He's going to start doing 2 million damage. It's going to be fucking great. But yeah, like these mags are great. But I am running out of time. It's almost supper time, guys. 30 minutes. I'm glad you all came, 20 people. Glad to see you guys. Glad to have you all come on out to a stream. It's nice, nice. So yeah, what I want to say is, until these weapons and mags are officially released on PS4, if you find yourself done with the Toshi event, or you find yourself sort of like me where I don't know what to do in the game at times, Glacies is there. Farm up some Glacies. Farm up Aidama, farm up stones, and hello, happy birthday, bud. And, you know, farm up, like, there's stuff to be had. Farm up North mags. Get some, farm up North mags and Cat mags. Break them down. If you don't have, you know, tentacles, fruit of transients, things of that sort, you know, stockpile that stuff up. I'll take inventory to see what I have. That'll be the last thing I'm going to do, and then I'm going to get off. But, just for reference sake, to just, oh, crash, I guess.